more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown on their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Evans. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
Leaves it with the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. On 1st and 10 from the 38.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, running back on the move.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but With the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second half.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lovett. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. The Dogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Nah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, trickeration. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Etienne. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's Beck. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone cover.
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The aerial assault continues. Caught over the middle. It's Henderson. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the ball is picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Bama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Stopped at the 1-yard line, mere steps away from taking it to the house.
Alabama, 14.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back looking for help. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. And they can't make the connection on third down.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second and short now after that completion. They'll go with a direct snap. Inside the 15. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Give to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. Tackled immediately after the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd and goal coming up. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Beck. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Alabama! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. They'll run it. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. On the run. More than that.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Excellent field position here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Grabs it in the middle. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 29, Georgia 26.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Snags it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house it.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score, and touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Oh, and he missed it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Etienne. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Pocket starts to collapse. Now he's going to break the pocket. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Beck. A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Dogs are flying down the field.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
An interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going for the big play. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's back. Coming after it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. To the line. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is a way to pull this one out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Power ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed.